An overwhelming number of people on the right are obsessed with the idea that COVID lockdowns are coming back. It seems for many that their very identity is tied to that outcome, and they almost want them to come back. They think the regime is going to rely on the same playbook from 2020 to influence the next election. But as Tucker Carlson outlined during an appearance on Adam Carolla's podcast, all that's been discredited. It's no longer a viable option. If you really want to scare the population into mass compliance, if you really want to grease the skids for the total shutdown of all dissent, if you really want to stay in power at all costs, nothing short of a hot war with Russia will suffice.
What are they going to do? They're going to go to war with Russia is what they're going to do. There will be a hot war between the United States and Russia in the next year. And
really?
Yes, of course. They want it anyway. I don't think we'll win it, but that's a separate analysis. But I think it's a political matter. They need to declare war footing in order to assume war powers in order to win. I believe that. And I think the evidence suggests that's true. We're already at war with Russia, of course. We're funding their enemies. So we're fighting Russia. But I mean, an open battle with Russia where we say we're at war with Russia.
He added that a staged provocation could be used as a justification.
I think we could Tonkin Gulf our way into it, where all of a sudden missiles land in Poland. The Russians did it. Our NATO allies been attacked. We're going to war. I could see that happening very easily.
Which, given the absolute weapons-grade hysteria the regime has generated about Russian interference in American affairs in recent years, would likely be swallowed as legitimate by a huge chunk of the population. And it would also serve to convince many Republicans who would see it as an us versus them scenario. In the event of war with Russia, all pretense of a separation between the parties would dissipate immediately. And the Uniparty, the war party, would be reborn. Tucker noted that the desperation of the regime, criminalizing the very process of being able to oppose them politically, indicting all their political enemies, knowing that if they fail to win next time, they'll get indicted too. Carlson said that the only way out of this apocalyptic scenario was to force a peace now.
So if you're worried about that, you need to put as much pressure as you possibly can on the Republican-held Senate to force a peace, which can be done. The United States could force a peace in Ukraine tonight. We're funding one side. There is no Ukrainian army outside of NATO.
The stakes have never been higher. And given the direction of travel, what's coming next year will likely make the pandemic look like child's play in comparison.